What's that, Paul?
Hey, Gerald. I think you better answer.
Zinging from that.
Yeah, you better answer that.
Oh, well, you know me. I never leave anything closed up. So I'm going to open this thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is. Okay.
Well, you start there. I'll have to stand back.
Let's see if we can get this all off. Yeah. What's that got here? Hey, Paul, I mean, we've got
I'm going to approach the door, Gerald.
a bus.
Yeah.
I mean, how a mini bus, how does a phone ring inside?
I'm not too sure, Gerald. That's Bluetooth.
Is that Bluetooth?
Yeah.
In a minibus?
Yeah. Okay. And I think we've got a proximity sensor here too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that probably adds into the security and everything.
Yes,
huh?
it does. And I think that what we need to do is we'll switch off the proximity sensor, and it has an automatic unlock. Kind of a first-time feature in a minibus. We'll disable that because walking around it
It's going to keep on
is
going
gonna
on
keep
and off.
Going
Yeah.
on and off. So
Okay.
we'll switch it off.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what all? I mean, if it's got a proximity suite, that should be security added.
It's also Chinese.
It's Chinese.
Yeah. Now, it's
What all can it do?
well. I think that what we need to look at is we need to have a peek at what's under here, and I think everybody that's here today should just have a look at the neatness.
I've always wondered when you the engine in the middle and what's under the front.
Well,
yeah.
if you have a look at this, it's fairly neat, tidy. It's got a factory-fitted aircon system, a nice big water bottle for the window washers. But that's not all. I think as you walk around it, it's fairly cool. I know it looks like something else, but have a look at the wheels.
alloy wheels,
Yeah.
standard feature,
Standard feature, hubcaps don't fall off. And what about the tires?
205s.
They're bigger than the opposition. You know, the opposition's got 195s, and the tires themselves are pretty good. They have a history in the South African market of doing very, very well indeed.
So, alloy wheels, easy balancing.
Yes.
Nice unsprung mass.
Yes.
Very suitable to torsion bar, fully adjustable torsion bar suspension.
Yeah,
Keep this thing on the road.
and it not only and the nose stays up all the time. You don't have a front end that sags.
So you can adjust the rider.
Absolutely.
All the service intervals. That's very good. No, this is good. Okay, I see. You know, I dabble in a bit of golf and that and everything, and I'd say on a decent green, that's about a 5.49 meter putt.
It's 110 millimeters longer than a Quantum.
Yeah, the Quantum's 43808.
Yeah. And gives you more legroom inside.
A little bit of space inside, eh?
Absolutely. Eh?
Okay, that's a
And
good
you come-
advantage.
yeah, but
Wow.
take a check at the features.
Marketing's got hold of this. Eh? Look at all these
got
logos on the
badges.
back of the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got hold of it. Eh?
Yeah.
But let's try and run through it. Adjustable seats.
Yeah. Backrests adjustable on all the seats except the back row.
Okay. But I believe it's only up to about 8 degrees.
That's enough.
So even though you've got that extra space, you're
Yep.
still not going to be like flying on
Not getting
economy
in the
class
way.
in the aircraft
Nope.
where you get jammed up by when the guy puts his seat back. Great. Heater, always needed for those cold mornings.
Yeah, but it has a feature of that warm air going right through to the back, through the vents.
Aircon system.
Yes, factory-fitted aircon, and we know that factory-fitted aircons last.
This is a big baby. I mean, so I presume you've got to split this aircon in
Yeah,
some way
it's
to
split.
cool all passengers.
Not only is it a split system, but it's adjustable independently from the rear.
So passengers can set up,
Can
get
set
the right
fan speed, yeah,
fan speed, everything, get good blowing and that.
absolutely.
DVD, that's unique. We could go on holiday with this, eh?
Well, we didn't talk about the security system in detail just now, but the security system is tied in with a tracker system, and we have a DVD system that's hooked up to a full entertainment system.
ABS, that's a great standard feature.
ABS and EBD,
24-hour AA, roadside assistance. 24-hour BAW emergency services. So there's complete backup from the AA and from our own company.
that's linked to the tracker system.
And then, of course, you've got your badging. BAW,
Yes.
2.7i.
Sasuka, that's the name.
Sasuka.
Sasuka, yes.
Yes. We are
It means
leaving.
we are leaving.
So, mafondini, ambagashi.
Okay. Hey, Gerald.
What have you just
Hang
done
on
now?
a second. I've got to flip this open for you. This thing here. What's that?
A taxi with a remote fuel
Filler.
flap.
Yeah. But what about the filler? What about the fuel system?
Tell me how much fuel in there.
86 liters.
16 liters more than the competitors.
You got it. It goes a long way.
Okay, I'm going to close this thing again, lads.
Okay.
And I hop inside here and let's have a look what's
You want to
going
talk
on.
about the seats?
I'm going to sit on one, so I'll talk about the seats.
Okay, how about the material, the actual
First
seat?
thing you notice, yeah, when I
What's
sit
that?
down,
Yeah,
high backrest.
yeah.
Very comfortable. Eh? You don't even need a headrest on
No.
the seat. Ah,
But
lovely,
very, very
lovely.
comfortable.
Vinyl,
The vinyl,
two-tone colour.
Two-tone vinyl, but specially selected in China for UV resistance. This won't crack in South African sun. And
Durable.
Durable. And the seat pads feel how nice and firm they are.
Very firm.
Best package in the industry.
Could take a bit of weight, this
Yeah,
cushion, eh?
it can.
Huh? Yeah, okay. But no, I saw that DVD thing at the back there, Paul, but this is
Okay.
not a DVD.
Well-
Is this a radio? Is it a navigation system?
Touch
What
screen.
is it?
Touch screen. Okay, check this out. Here we go. That's the radio. All these things got radios, but if we go there, it's got a radio, a GPS, a DVD. You can plug in an SD card, a USB card. It's got Bluetooth, and it's got a TV mode, which, when the system in South Africa goes digital, we'll be able to pick up television and drive.
I spotted a screen.
Absolutely. There you are, there you are, there you are. Let's go back here and see if we can hit the, it's going to load. It loads.
Well, while it's loading, what I noticed, it's always nice having these sophisticated things, but, lots of people will use this stuff, and then you get your kids, in your case, your grandchildren. I'm a lot younger than you.
Yes.
They always want to plug in MP3s and stuff like that and everything.
Well, let's get rid of this thing on the dashboard. First of all, if you travel in this car, you can, if you don't travel, if you're parked, you get the same picture on the screen as you do on the dashboard as you do up there.
I'm looking
So
at
you can
see,
watch.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a look at what's an FBI warning. I'm not too sure what that's about, but the screen shows what's there. As soon as you drive off, the driver's screen cuts out, and you've got your normal radio and system that operates conventionally.
Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, this you would expect to find in sort of really upmarked luxury cars.
20K for what you've got here, and it comes standard with a car. How's
It
that?
has to be impressive in a taxi industry.
Absolutely fantastic. Now this is all linked to it has the GPS function. It's programmed with a TomTom system, but the electronics and the software are local, and we can update as we go along. It's not something that is unique. It doesn't only talk Chinese. Interestingly enough, it's voice activated. We've got all these functions: navigation, map options, sound off, points of interest, favorites, zoom, the whole bit. We can go on to navigation via whatever it is, GPS information, and of course help. People like me, oldies, we need that one. We always need it. There we go.
Well, hopefully you'll always be on time, as you'll never get lost if you use this system.
That's it.
But just panning the eyes across at the instrument cluster there, there's all little roller knobs and buttons and switches and all that. So it seems like there's a few more
Driver
features.
operated, driver adjustable. Huh? All cars have got adjustable headlamps, but this is driver adjusted headlamp height. Okay, it's got 2 trip meters, and it's got the rest of what we need. It's got decent instrumentation. You can see what's going on. That 86-liter fuel tank, I mean, when it's full, huh? Check that out.
Hey,
You can
This
go a
is
long
the-
way.
absolutely. But the burning crux of the matter when we get out to something like this at the end of the day, first thing everybody wants to ask about is what's under the bonnet.
Okay.
So I think let's
Here we got one that
let's get outside and let's go stand out front there.
Let's
that,
do it.
People can see us again. Not sure if they want to look at us, but let's go up there.
Gerald, you
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. The reason I'm wanting to get you telling me about this engine, I mean, from your GM days and your Opel Cadets and those little 4-cylinder motors and that you used to over-soup up and race everything. And now and again, people convince you to change and build sort of small block Chevys that go into AC Cobras. And by now
Yeah.
you should have a lot of experience on engines. So Tell me what this motor can do.
We're allowed to talk about our competitors and just say that you've heard of this particular engine. And in fact, we'll talk about the name just now. But this is a 3RZ.
I've heard about that engine. It's got a nickname.
Tough.
Tuffy.
Tuffy.
Tuffy is the nickname.
This is a tough engine. And it is a little different to our competitor's latest engine because this has got an iron block. It is a tough engine. It's been around a while. And I think if you talk to our competitors, folks, you'll find out that this is one of the toughest engines that they have built. Difference is, we've got it, they don't.
Okay. But if I understand correctly, their motors got aluminium blocks now.
Yep. And they're expensive.
That becomes a pricey thing, eh?
Exactly.
Pricey.
This engine, to replace, $20K. The Toyota aluminium block engine, $80K.
Wow.
But
That's an advantage.
It is.
That's an advantage.
But also we know that the taxis don't do 100,000 Ks or 200,000 Ks. You talk 600, 700, even 1,000,000 Ks. And sometime during the life of the mechanicals, they're going to be overhauled. Do you want something complex or do you want something simple and straightforward? This is simple and straightforward, does the job. That's the background of this particular engine.
Tough, simple, straightforward.
Yeah, but it also produces good power. Good power. It's 110 kilowatts, and the South African software has been improved. And we are probably running more than 110 kilowatts in South Africa. The engine runs very, very well. In interest, the 0 to 100 figure on this car is better than that of our competition. Yes.
You know, but the other interesting thing that we've got to look at an engine, talking to you, we've got a tough engine here. But a tough engine, one thing, but this vehicle's going to work hard. It's going to have a lot of load.
Yep.
You see them running out there with big trailers behind and everything.
Yep.
It's going to work hard.
Yeah.
And an engine survives nicely if it cools well.
Yes.
How's the cooling system?
Cooling is great. If you have a look at the front end here, first of all, look at the amount of air that goes into the front. That's not a Mickey Mouse front end to a motor car. Pulls a lot of air in. It's got a big radiator and two big electric fans. When the electric fans come on, you know about it, and they cool. And the cooling specification is first class. So we don't anticipate difficulties in that area at all.
That covers everything, no matter what's running in this car. Aircon on, you name it.
It survives. It's a toughie. But of course, you and I, have been in this industry quite a long time. Somebody was saying the other day, collectively, we've probably been around for about 70 years or so between the two of us. And yeah, we've learned a lot in that time. We've engineered them, we've built them, we've serviced them, quality assured them, whatever it is. And that's not to say that we're very smart, but there's one thing we've learned. This is not a market for sissies, and it has to work. We understand that, and we're going to make it work. So, Gerald, I think all we can say is that that's it. We've been around. We want to make it survive.
And you know what's close to us with this one?
What?
We were actually part of bringing this product to South Africa, of establishing the plant, and now putting a product together that you and I believe is going to work.
Absolutely. Our relationship with China in the engineering department, the production department is first class. We're getting the sort of support that we really need. That's great. And I think we can only go from strength to strength. It's been fun up to now, and we know we've got a long way to go.
We're still going to have fun. Thank you.
There we go.